Hi guys, welcome to another video. I thought I'd share the ATCs I just finished for your paper pantry. The theme for September was Vintage Halloween, and we had to pick the colors of pink, purple, orange, or black. And you know me, I like pink, so I picked pink. And the paper that I used, this is the first prototype I did playing around, and I used this pink paper. I had it in my stash for a long time. I had gotten it at a local rubber stamp store, and I know the light's terrible, but this is what it looks like. And I glued that down with Aleene's tacky glue onto a piece of cereal lightweight chipboard that I die cutted with my ATC die. And then over that, I used the mask napkins that a friend has given me, and I split them into a couple times, because there's like 2 layers of white on the napkins, and I glued these down with the napkins down with matte medium and the brand I use is by Blix, and it's pretty good. And then I stamped on white cardstock. Oops, that's not it. This Bride of Frankenstein stamp, and it's by Stampa-Rosa, and they're no longer around, sad to say. And I glued her down, and then I wanted a Frankenstein, and I had like a kid's foam stamp, and I stamped that in black craft paint, but it just blended in too much with the napkin. And plus it didn't look very good. So I went online and I found this image of Frankenstein. And he was a bit bigger. And I just went into Word and shrunk him down a little bit. I colored him with this green. It's a yellow-green color pencil. And I used the same color pencil as to color the bride, and I used pink color pencil to color her outfit. Oops. And then, because he's like all of a sudden cut off, I wanted to do something with that, and so I used this. It was a stamp. It had like 3 witches, and it said like Happy Halloween. And I just cut off the Halloween on there, and I glued it down. And then for the prototype, I used the Martha Stewart ribbon. It was like this, sticker ribbon. And I placed that down, and I was gonna do. Well, I used my squares die, Sizzix die, and I stamped not the smallest one, but the second smallest one, and stamped Mischief is Brewing, and this is by YYPs. I don't know if they're still around. And I stamped it on the square, and I was going to put it here, but it was too big and it just didn't look right. So I came up with Plan B, and I liked it just a lot better. And this is the basis of my ATCs. So basically I did the first step, gluing the pink paper to the card, and then for added texture to the background, I stamped some stamps. Some will have, this Postoid stamp. This is by Viva Las Vegas Stamps. You've seen this in previous videos. my standard Halloween stamp, it seems. And this is a cancellation stamp. And this is by Rubber Baby Buggy Bumpers. And then some of here I stamped either the ghost or the pumpkin with the bats flying out, and maybe the skull. I know I use the bats a lot to stamp in blank space places. And I stamped everything in Memento black ink. And then again, I took the napkin after that dried. I took the napkin and used the matte medium on there and cut the excess off, and glued the Bride of Frankenstein down and the Frankenstein. And I stamped all the whole thing onto the square, and because the paper that I cut on that pink paper were already cut and glued onto the chipboard. So I just cut them out carefully. And then it needed something on the bottom, so I took the Haunting stamp right here and stamped it on the pink paper and cut that out. And this stamp set, this is an old stamp set. This is Happy Hauntings. And then that's basically all I did. And here for my info, again, it's basically the same thing. And the font I used, if you're a True Blood fan, you might recognize this font. When I was looking for fonts a couple weeks ago, I stumbled on this one, on the font. So I had to download it. So that's my info. And that's about it. I'm hoping to get these into the mail Tuesday. So, thanks for watching.